the country's very own Dada, Sourav Ganguly. Sourav Ganguly, Indian cricket at this point in time seems to be at a crossroads. We have a new coach who, during his tenure as a player, was perhaps one of the best this country had ever produced. And we have a new captain in the white ball, both white ball formats of the game. As the administrative head of the cricket fraternity in India, how do you see things going from here on?
It's very difficult to predict what's going to happen in the future, but India is a great side. India is a very good team, and as you rightly said, you've got a very good coach. It's in able hands, and the captain as well. So we wish them all the best, because in this game you can't predict, but cricket is a team game. So it's the players together, the captain and the coach, make it successful. A lot of these players has made it successful over the last 5 years. So I don't see any reason why they can't be successful, and they will be. So I wish them all the best, and hopefully we can achieve greater heights in the years to come.
Some big tournaments up ahead. The T20 World Cup, followed by the 50 over the limited format of the game World Cup, which will be played in India eventually in 2024. The team, as you see it now, you are hopeful?
See, this is 21, so it's 22 next year.
22, 23.
22,
yes.
and so from 22 to 31, there'll always be a world championship every year.
Yes.
In this cycle and the next cycle.
Yes.
And India will always be a contender.
Correct.
And I believe they can win. I believed in the last 5 years as well that they could win. They've had a semi-final loss. They've had a loss in the groups. But just like any other Indian cricket fan, and I believe that out of the next 9 titles, which is to follow from next October, India will have their name in some. It won't be everything, but I'm sure they're good enough, and I know that they'll have their name on the trophy in some of them.
Right. And Rohit Sharma, your next. You've been pinning a lot of hope on him because obviously for the T20 format, for the limited over format, he's now leading the squad. Is there a challenge that he has in front of him? Will he be able? I mean, are you hopeful about him leading the way as his predecessors have?
Yeah, of course he has. That's why the selectors have backed him.
Yeah.
He will find a way to do well, and I hope he does. He would want to, as every one of us wants. His record in IPL for Mumbai Indians is phenomenal, winning 5 titles.
Correct.
He had captained India in an Asia Cup
Right.
a couple of years ago, which India won as well, and
Right.
India won without Kohli.
Right.
Kohli is such a huge strength to this team.
Absolutely.
To win a title without him speaks volumes of the team's strength.
Absolutely.
So he has success. He has success in big tournaments. He has a good team. So hopefully they can all turn it around.
You've been part of the Indian cricket squad at very vital junctures. I mean, if there is a thorough history to be written about Indian cricket, Sourav Ganguly would be at very crucial junctures. You have led the team when perhaps it needed you most. And then you turned it around when you came back as a cricket administrator. At this very juncture, where we are talking about, or some of us are talking about Indian cricket at crossroads, is Sourav Ganguly enjoying the job? I mean, it's also a challenge for you, is it not?
Yeah, I think every job is a challenge. When I was made captain, when I first played, when I was made captain, now then I became CAB president, then I'm BCCI president now. So every job comes with a challenge. It's the same thing with Rahul. It's the same thing with Rohit. It was the same thing with Virat, who did so well as a leader.
Correct.
So at this level, with such intensity, with such quality players, with so much at stake, everything is a challenge. Now you just have to find ways to succeed, and I'm sure people, not just me, everyone needs a challenge in life. Because it makes you happy when you do well under testing situations, because that's the way it is. It actually makes you believe that you're good enough to do it. So yes, yes it is, and hopefully it's not just me, because it's the president, the secretary, the joint secretary, the treasurer, the vice president. We all work together, and the staff at the BCCI.
A team game.
Yeah, so we all work together to run such a humongous
Correct.
operation, because
Correct.
cricket in India is such a big country. It's a humongous operation to run. So it's been good so far.